All right, y'all. Welcome back to Barrel Lab. It's another daily barrel report coming back for the July 12th slate. We got Dinger Sunday coming. We're going to see what's going on for today. But first, I wanted to go over the tracker, actually. A couple of things I've been noticing over the past couple of days. The actual daily report hasn't generated. Um, I didn't want to waste any time doing that. I wanted to make sure that I got the barrel signals right. But I do have, let's see here. Where are we at? Right here. So, what I am discovering is our top five are hitting at 16% now. So, their average scores are 85, average barrel, average matchup 74, average zone fit 84, right? So, and then top 10 is hitting at 18%, top 20, 16. So even if you took the top 40 people, you'd still be hitting at a 15% rate. That's pretty much what that's saying. If you took the top 20, you'd be hitting at 16. So between that top 5 and 10 is that sweet spot, really, is what we're seeing. Even like diving deeper into it. So the barrel signal itself, since we've created that and kind of made that a standalone thing, that's hitting at 16% now. So it's gradually increased about 1% over the last week, which is pretty good. That's pretty good. And you can see the average odds, right, have been 514. So that's not a bad hit rate. And those are some pretty decent odds, too. The simulator, if you're using the simulator, core signal is hitting at 17%. So I'll go over that one day too. I do plan on making like a how-to video soon so I could break down each tab and like how to use everything once more people start getting access to this. Because I do plan on doing that soon. Now that I feel like I've gotten to a place where it's pretty stable enough where everybody can kind of, start doing their thing with it. And I kind of want to see how everybody feels about the site, what they think helps, what they think hurts. Maybe not hurts, but where it could be information overload, because I don't want that to happen either. Um, but even then, the simulators are hitting about lowest is about 10%. So, and this is really what I like to look at here, the barrel score itself. So the top, so 80 plus is 20%. And I'm showing this to show we can chase all of those odds. I know people want to chase odds and, oh, I turned $5 into 20,000. I turned 100 into 30, and I'm not discrediting that. I'm not shaming that. I'm not doing any of that. However, I'm just trying to get you all to think and see things differently. That's why I like numbers per se. If somebody sat me down and said, "Yo, bro, this is the numbers," like you only hitting those long shots about a 10% rate, right? But you could hit the chalk 20% of the time. I'm taking chalk. It just makes the most sense. Um, so the average barrel score that's hitting is 83%, 83. So 80 plus, right? Any barrel score is 80. Now, when you also look down here and you pair it with the matchup score, 80 plus matchup score is hitting at 23%. I think it's safe to say we should be looking for matchup score 80 plus, barrel score 80 plus. Form will work itself out. Form is actually right here too. Form 80 plus form 16%. So if you can find, that's the triple threat right there. 80% barrel, 80% matchup, 80 plus form. That right there, I would have to kind of put a tag on that, because if that pops up, that's like an automatic, not an automatic home run, but based on these numbers, that 20% here, yeah, that's a pretty solid 23%, 16%. That's a pretty solid chance of that person hitting a home run. Um, So I may have to put some type of alert for that now that I'm really looking at this and breaking this down. So that's why I really do think it's and say it's beneficial that everybody watch the video. So with saying that, getting this out of the way, because I'll be forgetting to do this too. I appreciate everybody who does watch this. Go ahead, like and subscribe to the video. Go ahead, share this out to somebody else who you feel like could benefit from this video, because I do really feel like we're about to hit a corner here. Like we're really about to turn the corner, and this model is about to break wide open for us and make things a lot easier. I know the next thing is pairing. That's something we'll get to. But now seeing this is how you pair it. We look for people who have the same metrics. 80 plus barrel, 80 plus matchup, right? And if you're going to go with somebody else, you just pair them within the same buckets. I mean, you can pair them within the 80 plus and the 70 to 79, right? The highest winning buckets is what you want to pair, I guess is what I'm saying. So that's kind of what we can start working with, and we'll figure that out down the way. But as long as we know now what mainly is working for us, that's what we can target. So 80s across the board is just what we're chasing. So now that we know that, let's go ahead and get into the slate. We got 15 games. Let's see. Yeah, 15 games starting with Milwaukee and Pittsburgh. Top barrel score 78.7. 4 barrel signals, 92% form. Top reads is Bowers, Lowe, Mitchell, and Valdez. They're going crazy. This is a crazy 4-man. So these top plays have actually been hitting at a decent rate too. I have to update the last couple of days. I think it's like 2 days that I'm behind. But once I update that, I'll show you guys what that looks like too. They're pretty crazy. They do hit at a nice clip. So Milwaukee versus Paul Skeens. Skeens is pitching tomorrow. 3.58 ERA. Barrels is going Bowers, Mitchell, Chorio. Matchup is going Mitchell, Bowers, Chorio. Home run form is going Mitchell, Bowers, Chorio. So barrel signals is Bauer, Mitchell, and Chorio for Milwaukee. Mitchell definitely looks like the best one. I know Bowers has been the one that we were chasing. We were chasing Bowers. Bowers did hit today. Mitchell was the next one that we're chasing. I do think that he goes tomorrow. I mean, it's his last chance to go, to be honest. Not his last chance. I'm not going to say that, but even though his form is still holding strong, his fly ball is kind of dwindling down. And his launch angle's kind of, I don't know what's going on with his launch angle. But he does hit the ball pretty hard. And half the time he's getting on base. Small sample size, but it's valid. We can't disregard that. It's valid. So we'll go ahead and document them. Oh, the elite profile. We didn't even go over that. Yeah, that's crazy. It's hitting at 27%. And this is updated from today too. This report actually updates the percentage, like the hit rate. Actually, no, I didn't update the barrel signal. Yeah, because it's hitting at 16% from what we saw. But yeah, elite home run profile, since we've come up with that in the last couple of days, is hitting at damn near 30%, almost 30%, which is pretty solid. I like that. I think we can get it better. Now that we know everything's 80 across the board, I might come out with something different. And I don't want to complicate it. Maybe I'll tweak the elite and make that 80s across the board. Just to see what type of results we get from that. We'll get a lot less signals though. So yeah, maybe I'll make that something else. But yeah, Bowers, Mitchell's, Chorio. not to say that they can't hit a home run. I think Mitchell hits the home run. I do think Mitchell hits the home run. And so what we've learned, right, is not that the barrel signal is not the home run signal anymore. It's not, actually. It really isn't. It's just based on the numbers, it's showing us more so the total bases targets. It's showing us the hits, runs, RBRs, targets, and fantasy scores, whatever book you're on. That's not to say that they won't hit home runs either. I think what it comes down to is, this, which I skipped. Let's not skip this because this has been very crucial too. Pitchers to attack. Top pitchers to attack tomorrow looks like Matthew Boyd, Michael Lorenzen, and Seth Lugo. So we're looking for Cincy bats against Chicago, San Francisco versus Colorado, and Baltimore bats, which sounds pretty solid. Or what did they say? Boyd, Lorenzen, and Lugo. All right, so Boyd, he's giving up 12.5 barrel, 53.1 hard hit. So Sal Stewart, I'm gonna say, Ellie, Eugenio Suarez. So once you guys get here too, it does also tell you what bats to target. It tells you why you should attack this pitcher. We're not just guessing, right? So it's letting us know that the pitcher gives up barrels, it gives up hard contact, and it gives up WOBA, right? So weighted on base average, which is pretty much is how often the person is getting on base based on the balls that they are putting in play. And it's saying that he's giving up a high home run to fly ball ratio. So that's also here for all of the pitchers. So we're not just guessing why we should be attacking these pitchers. Lorenzen is giving up 46.2 hard hit, 8.7 barrel. Not terrible, but he does have a 6.6 ERA. So they're making contact, right? 3.91 WOBA. They're making contact and getting on base. 19 home run to fly ball ratio. I should put launch angle in here and exit velocity. I could do that for the pitchers, absolutely. Now that I think about it, because that will give us an idea of what power hitters make even more sense. Because while this does give us what hitters to attack with this pitcher, I want it to be clear why we are selecting these hitters to attack this said pitcher. Which I know we know why you pick the pitcher, but I wanted to be clear. So I'm just leaving this here so everybody can see that, and then we'll get back to the game. And then Lugo, 10 barrel, 43.9 hard hit. Who's giving up the most barrel, though? Schultz and Boyd. And then, so Toronto. Yeah, shout out to my Padres, man. They actually surprised me today. Some good bats going around. So, the Padres could be attacked. Herman Marquez could be attackable tomorrow. He's giving up a lot of barrel. So, all right. Pittsburgh versus Gasser, 4.15 ERA. Top barrels is 74.2, 71.3, and that's going to Lowe, Valdez, and Reynolds. And then matchup is going Valdez, Reynolds, Ozuna. Form is going O'Hearn, Davis, Valdez, and then Reynolds. Davis is the blip, so I'll keep an eye on him. Valdez, though, he's been hitting the ball pretty solid, man. He's been hitting it pretty solid. I need to make sure that this is correct. I feel like this is a little bit off. He's got more than 11 balls in play, for sure. So I'll have to double check this, but even then, he's still valid. He's definitely still valid. Who else? B-Lo. I know we've been chasing B-Lo. B-Lo still does look solid too for tomorrow. But yeah, Esmeralda Valdez. But yeah, Brian Reynolds is the barrel signal for Pittsburgh. So not gonna force it. Right? The idea is less is more, and we're not gonna force it. We just aren't. All right, next game, Kansas City versus Baltimore. 82.5 is the top barrel. We got 3 barrel signals. 92% is the top form. Top plays of the game is Alonso, Witt, Basayo, and Caglioni. KC versus Baz. We got 4.21 ERA. Witt, Caglioni, Perez for the barrel score. Matchup is going Caglioni, Witt, Marte. And form is going Thomas, Witt, and Perez. I mean, Caglioni does, as far as like bases goes, hits, you could go with Caglioni. Witt does have the profile. He's got the best barrel. He's got the best form, second best form. But where it matters, he's got the second best form with the best barrel. So, I mean, and we've seen that. Form 80 plus is hitting at a high clip. Barrel 80 plus, even 70 to 79 is hitting at a high clip. So that's why Bobby Witt is getting that tag. That's not to say that Caglioni can't do something tomorrow. Oh, Vinny Busquinti is back? Oh, that could be interesting. Vinny P is a dangerous bat. He's definitely a dangerous bat. Even with them missing that time, he's got 10.7 barrel, sweet spot, pretty solid. He doesn't really swing and miss much. He's pretty disciplined at the plate. He's got a solid launch angle. I'll give him a couple days, right, to get back in form. And yeah, you could see Vinny Pasquinti definitely making an impact for Kansas City going into the second half of the season after this All-Star break. So that'll be interesting to watch. But as far as what we're looking for this game, Witt has pretty much got that sold up. That's pretty much that's the no-brainer there. Coming down to Baltimore versus Lugo, 4.56 ERA. Barrel score is going Alonso, Basayo, O'Neill. Matchup is going Alonso, Basayo, Cowser. Form is going Basayo, Alexander, and Alonso. So I need to get, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'll get the tags. Go ahead and put what hitter or what side the pitcher, the hitter bats, so that way we know. But I know for Basayo bats lefty versus the righty, that's a solid matchup here. That's why he's looking strong. If Pete doesn't go, it's Basayo. But that's why they both also have the elite home run profile, because they have the best matchup. All right, Basayo's got top barrel, not top barrel, but he's top third as far as balls in play. He's got the best pull. Somewhat. He's tied for second for hard hit. Yeah, not bad. I could definitely see that happening. I mean, Alonso too. I know we don't really, not that we don't trust P, but it happens. We just got to trust the numbers, probability. There's this picture that I want to show you guys. It explains, because I use Prize Picks most of the time, like I pay attention to like hit ratings, things like that, right? That's why I'm really tracking, because I want us to be profitable. And when you think about what we do, the type of slips, 2-mans, you got to hit like 56% of the time. I think 3-mans, you got to hit like 53% of the time, right? So between the 3-man and the 4-man, you only have to hit 53% of the time. The other ones is 55, 56, 54, which it sounds like small differences, but over time, those 1%, right? That's the goal, is to get 1% better. And so if you can only imagine what 1% winning more looks like, it makes a huge difference. Or losing 1% less, it makes a huge difference, exponentially down the road. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what happens when we start utilizing it that way. And that's why I'm trying to get everybody to think we don't have to hit big every day. The goal is to just hit every so often, right? But be consistent about that every so often. Just being real. Just being real. Alexander, though, does have some sneaky form. Could be something. All right, next game. Got New York versus Washington. Top reads is going Rice, Wood, Garcia, Grisham. We've got 88.9 top barrel, 1 barrel signal, and then 94 is top form. New York versus Cavalli, 3.88 ERA. We got Rice, Grisham, Chisholm. Matchup is going Rice, Rosario, McMahon. He went yard today. Rice, Volpe, and Dominguez. Yeah, McMahon did go yard today. So here we got Ben Rice. There we go. And he does stand alone, honestly. Just depending on who you ask. McMahon, I don't know about him being a back-to-back kind of guy. But yeah, definitely Rice. So Washington versus Will Warren, 4.15 ERA. Top barrel is going Wood, Garcia, Abrams. Matchup is going Wood, Garcia, Abrams. And form is going Wood, Garcia, Lyle. I mean, Wood does look the best. 80s across the board, right? So it's kind of hard to deny it. 80% barrel, or 80 plus barrel, 80 plus matchup, 80 plus form. Wood. That's pretty much that right there. Sums that one up. All right, next game. I really think it's that easy. I'm not trying to overthink it. I'm trusting the model. I'm trusting the data, guys. You know me. You know me. So, let's see here. Chicago versus Cincy. Top barrel, we got 77.1. We got 3 barrel signals. 88% is a top form. Top reads is going Ellie, Suzuki, Stewart, and Bush. Chicago versus Abbott, 3.92. We got Suzuki, Bush, Conforto for the barrels. Matchup is going Conforto, Suzuki, Bush. Form is going Swanson, Suzuki, PCA. Let's see. Nothing crazy in this game. Like they said, we got one barrel signal. I'm not really one to force it. Oh, 3 barrel signals. Okay, so interesting. They just must not be on the Cubs. So, I mean, Suzuki doesn't look terrible. Who has the closest, though, to what we like? Conforto, barrel matchup. So, I mean, he's got good Will Bacon. So, he's getting on base when he's making contact. He's got good barrel. He's got good launch angle. Great hard hit. Definitely could be Conforto. Even though it doesn't look like it, it could be him. but I'm not putting him on the list because he doesn't meet my criteria. Nobody from the Cubs meets the criteria for me. Yeah, but if you wanted to take somebody, like I said, it could be Conforto, bases, fantasy, hits, runs, RBIs. Swanson, I mean, his form is what's keeping him afloat. He's got the best form plus barrel. But then Conforto's got the best barrel plus matchup. So, could be Conforto, could be Swanson. Cincy versus Boyd, though, 4.31. Ooh, this looks good. We got Ellie, Stewart, and Suarez for the top barrels. Matchup is going Ellie, Steer, and Stewart. Top form is going Ellie, Stewart, and Steer. Just looking at this one, it can be interesting. Ellie doesn't strike me as a back-to-back guy, but he is somebody that I guess could do it. I guess technically he could, right? Anybody could. JJ Bleday's finally creeping out of the red. But for this game, Ellie's our elite home run profile, and then Stewie and Steer are the barrel signals. So yeah, Ellie definitely is possible. It is definitely possible. So moving on to the next game, because like I said, I don't like anybody else from the Cubs. Not enough to put them down. So we got Boston versus the Mets. 77.4 is the top barrel. One signal. 86 is the top form. Soto, Abreu, Lindor, and Alvarez are the top plays. Boston versus Thornton. You got Abreu, Duran, Montecero for the barrels. Matchup is going Duran, Montecero, Abreu, and then form is going Abreu, Montecero, Duran. Abreu is the only barrel signal for Boston. I mean, I guess Duran could do something, but I'm trusting it. I'm trusting it. Why make it not trust it, right? That's how I feel. All right, the Mets versus Toll. Got 3.14 ERA. Beatty, Ewing, Lindor. Oh, wait, no. Soto, Lindor, Alvarez for the barrels. Matchup is going Alvarez, Soto, Young. And then form is going Beatty, Ewing, Lindor. Off the top of my head, yeah, Soto looks crazy. Lindor has the platoon advantage. So does Alvarez. Nothing sticks out to me, though, from the Mets. So I'm not really... I mean, Soto does look nuts, but I'm not taking it. Something just is off there because he didn't pop up. So, next game. Seattle and Tampa Bay. 80.4 is the top barrel. 3 signals. 84% is the top form. Canzone, Caminero, Aranda, and Rayleigh. I think it's Rayleigh. Seattle versus Seymour, 4.11 ERA. Barrels is going Canzone, Rayleigh. Matchup is going Canzone, Rayleigh, Rosarena. And then form is going Canzone, Rosarena, and Young. Definitely Canzone, though. He's got that 80. Barrel score, his matchup score is closest. And then his form is up there, too. So... definitely could be Canzone. Oh, what? Oh, yeah. No, I just put him under the wrong one, huh? My bad. There we go. Bam. Easy fix. All right. And then who else do we have? Coming down to Tampa Bay, we got barrels for Caminero, Aranda, Diaz. Matchup is going Caminero, Aranda, Diaz. And then form, same thing, looks like. Oh, no. Caminero, Aranda, Palacio. Caminero does have the elite home run profile, though. And then Aranda is rounding off second with the barrel signal. Yeah, so closest to 80s across the board. This is probably like a 80 right here, too, in the zone fit. I'm going to go ahead and change that to percentage, to be honest with you. That makes it easy for you. Let me know. Because it does make a difference on the back end. So, yeah, let's do that. Oh, whoa. Uh-oh, there we go. Caminero is elite. And then who's that? Aranda. Bam. Alright, so we got Canzone, Caminero, Aranda. Alright, next game. We got Philly versus Detroit. 90.2 is the top barrels, 5 barrel signals, and 86% is a form. Schwarber, Green, Torkelson, and Carpenter the top reads. Ooh, Scooble on the mound, huh? Schwarber is the top read as far as barrel goes. So it goes Schwarber, Harper, Marsh. Matchup, probably same thing. Schwarber, Hill, Harper. Schwarber, Marsh, Rincones. Ooh, 71 matchup, 90 barrel. This is the highest barrel I've seen in a while, other than Jordan. So that means he's swinging the ball really well. He's making contact really well. Amazing pull barrel. Amazing hard hit. Kind of standalone. Yeah, that dude definitely stands alone by himself. For now. Wonder who comes for that crown. Probably Jordan Alvarez. That dude's coming. It's going to be interesting home run derby, man. I hope y'all pay attention. Netflix going to have that too. That thing might be crashing, though. That's what happened when they had the fights, all that type of stuff. Anyway, though, I'm going to stop venting. Detroit versus Zach Wheeler. 2.28 ERA. It's going to be a pitcher's duel right here. So barrel score is going Green, Torkelson, Carpenter. Matchup is going Green, Dingler, Torkelson. Form is going Torkelson, Green, and Colt Keith. Yeah, so Riley Green looks good. I would have said Dingler on another day, but his form is kind of dropping. But Green is the lead. And then who else is there? Torkelson, Carpenter, Dingler. You know what? I'm not even gonna put all of them. I'm gonna put the best ones that I think. Alright, so Dingler, even though his form isn't there, he does have the next best ISO. Alright, so he's getting on base, getting extra bases. He's got great barrel, good hard hit, good launch angle. Yeah, so Green, I know for sure I'm going to put on there because he's elite. As far as these other three, yeah, documentation-wise, we'll go ahead and drop them on there because it'll even themselves out. Some games don't have any people, so. Let's go Torkelson, Carpenter, Dingler. Carpenter, Dingler. And They don't get the home run tag, which is okay. Yep. Alright, got that out of the way. Again, like I said, some games are even themselves out because we don't have any picks in some of these other games. So, don't get overwhelmed. Cleveland versus Miami. This could be a decent game. 75.6 barrel. 1 barrel signal. 96% form. So, Hernandez, Stowers, Manzardo, and Hoskins. All rookies. Cleveland versus Phillips, 3.28 ERA. Barrel is going Manzardo, Hoskins, Arias. Matchup is going Arias, Manzardo, DeLauder. Form, DeLauder, Arias, Sheenman. I mean, I'm personally still not touching Cleveland. They could be up 30-0. Numbers just don't show nothing for me right now. Arias. All right, I guess. And he's been trying too. He's definitely been trying. I mean, small sample size, but he's got good woe bacon, so he's getting on base when he makes contact. Manzardo will probably be the next, but this DeLauder dude is creeping up here too. So yeah, that's interesting. I don't like anybody from Cleveland though, to be honest. But down here though, I see some movement. Miami versus Cantillo, a 3.66 ERA. Barrel is going Hernandez, Stowers, Conine. Matchup is going Hernandez, Conine, Lopez. Form is going Hernandez, Stowers, Jimenez. I mean, I think it's kind of clear who we're going with here. Roberto Hernandez, right? Best barrel, best matchup, top tier form. All it takes is just one cough. And yeah, that ball's gone. Yeah. That dude could sneeze the ball over the fence. So I'll be interested to see what happens with him tomorrow. He's definitely due. So yeah, let's go ahead and put Hernandez on there for the homer. I believe, yeah, that's the only person. So yeah, let's go to the next game. LA versus Minnesota. LA Angels, that is. Alright, LA versus Minnesota. Angels. Let's see. Top barrel score 77.6. Got 2 signals, 84% form. Mike Trout, Clemens, Nito, Soler. Top plays. Top barrel is going Trout, Nito, Soler. Matchup is going Trout, Soler, Nito. Form is going Nito, Ohop, Soler. Yep, that's what I like there. And then Minnesota versus Soriano. So Clemens, Bell, Lewis. His top barrels. Matchup is going Clemens, Bell, Jeffers. Form is going Bell, Clemens, Larnick. Oakland versus the White Sox. 80.2 top barrel, 2 signals, 87% top form. Top plays going Montgomery, Langoliers, Vargas, and Murakami. Oakland versus Schultz. Top barrel is going Langoliers, Soderstrom, Thomas. Matchup is going Langoliers, Bolt, Soderstrom. And then form is going Heim, Bolts, Langoliers. Yeah, it's going Langoliers. top form. Top barrel score is going Montgomery, Vargas, Murakami. Matchup is going Murakami, no, Vargas. Let's see. Matchup, Montgomery, Murakami, Grichuk. Matchup is going Vargas, Peters, and Montgomery. There we go. So yeah, Burrows, Montgomery, Vargas, Murakami. I mean, the best, Murakami. Next, Vargas, yeah, so. Let's see. All right. No, your Langoliers. That's what it is, huh? Alright, got Atlanta versus St. Louis. Got 87's top barrel, 4 signals, 96 is the top form. Matt Olson, Walker, Baldwin, and Velasquez is the top plays. And then Atlanta versus Destin May. Got Matt Olson, Baldwin, and Michael Harris for the barrels. Matchup is going Olson, Harris, Baldwin. Form is going Olson, Baldwin, Harris. And Matt Olson and Michael Harris. Let's see. Alright. St. Louis versus Richie. Barrels going Walker, Velasquez, Burleson. Matchup is going Walker, Burleson, Velasquez. Form is going Walker, Burleson, Weatherhort. And so, yeah, Velasquez looks good. But Walker and Burleson are the signals. Alright, we got Houston versus Texas Rangers. 91.9 is the top barrel. No signals, 88% is top form. The matchup is going Jordan, Berger, Peterson, Nimmo. Top barrel is going Alvarez, Walker, Smith. Matchup is going Alvarez, Pena, Smith. And then Velasquez, Alvarez, and Diaz. So you're done. Alright. Yep. That one's easy there. Alright. Texans versus Javier. Barrel is going Burger, Peterson, Nimmo. Matchup is going Nimmo, Peterson, Burger. Form is going Burger, Young, Nimmo. And Foskey does still look like Foskey. And Nimmo's starting to fall in that extra base range. And Peterson looks good for some extra bases too. Nobody specifically has any tags here, so Texans, I'm not really looking for anything there. All right. Colorado versus San Francisco, 82.7 is the top barrel. 4 signals, 94% top form. Devers, Goodman, Moniak, Eldridge are the top plays. Colorado's barrels, Goodman, Moniak, Julian. Matchup, Goodman, Moniak, Julian. And Moniak, Karros, and Goodman. And Goodman looks like the let's see here. All right. San Francisco versus Michael Lorenzen. Barrels going Devers, Eldridge, Schmidt. Matchup is going Devers, Schmidt, Ramos. Form, Ramos, Eldridge, Devers. So Devers, Eldridge, Schmidt. Barrel signals, so let's get them marked as such. Alright, that's it there. I'm just going straight to the next game, guys, just to get this over with. Alright, got 84.6 top barrel, 1 signal, and form is 80%. Top reads is going Shohei, Muncy, Marte, and rushing. And top barrels for Arizona, Marte, Carroll, Moreno. Matchup, Carroll, Marte, Moreno. And Marte, Arenado, Troy. Yeah, Marte looks like the only bat for Arizona. Dodgers versus Brat. Barrel is going Otani, Muncy, rushing. Matchup is going Otani, Pajes, Edman. Form is going Otani, rushing, Muncy. Yeah. And nobody qualifies, really, for what we're looking for. I mean, you can go Muncy, you can go rushing. Could go Otani, but really that's it. So yeah, guys, that is the slate for July 12th. Looking excited for this one. So again, I appreciate everybody rocking with me. Go ahead and like, subscribe, share this video out, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. Let's get it, guys. Peace.